Okay, going to put together a quick video here of an EOC orchestrator or agent or boss agent that is running multiple agents under the covers. I'm going to show kind of two views of this. One, what it looks like from the end user experience where that agent has been surfaced in Copilot for M365, and then we'll show one inside of a Copilot Studio view so that you can see what's going on behind the scenes. So I drop in a fairly sophisticated prompt, hit run, and that'll start running. And in the interest of time, so that we don't have to watch paint dry as it processes that, I'll jump over and prompt where it kicks out what I've asked for. So assets, affected area, available shelters, on-hand supplies by the various units, etc. And then key highlights, things that are nearing full capacity, etc. So that's kind of the end user experience based on the prompt that we've put in for the system. And then of course you can export all of that, etc. So now let's drop this off and we'll go to Copilot Studio and explain a little bit about what's going on. So we'll go to our agents. And you see here we have our EOC orchestrator agent, disaster recovery or disaster response strategy advisor, incidents, weather, logistics, asset operations, mobility, and shelter ops. So each one of these agents has specific instructions and access to data that is specific to what they're supposed to return. So the idea behind this is by providing a narrow set of instructions, you get very focused results and you get better results than if we just say put one agent over top of the data and it gets complex and it can start to get confused. So this is a way of, think of it as having a group of interns or a group of people that have a specific task that you want them to go do, and they're very focused on that task and therefore they're better at it and more proficient. So I'll open one of those up or a couple just to show some examples here. So like the logistics agent, it has its overview and you'll see it has its set of instructions. So its knowledge source is this EOC demo, which has a bunch of spreadsheets and whatnot in it. And then its instructions, it tells it its purpose, its behavior, the different things that it should be focused on, etc., and guardrails and what to do in the event that there are any problems, etc. And then we'll go back here to agents and I'll open the weather monitor agent here just because it's configured a little differently. So here's my weather monitoring agent. And again, it has a set of instructions that'll open up here, but you'll notice rather than having SharePoint files, this is pointed at several live web pages that provide weather information. And then it's got its detailed set of instructions and error handling, etc. Go back to our agents, and now we'll go to our orchestrator agent, because this is the agent that what we just showed in the end user interface. This is where the input, the touch point for the human is on the orchestrator. So it's got its own instructions, and you'll notice it has no knowledge files, right? It's not pointed at any of the knowledge, but what it does have is it's connected to all of those other agents, and that's how it accesses the knowledge via the agents. And its job is to take the input and figure out how to parse it and give it to the various agents that need to answer those questions based on their task. So we're going to go to a view here that allows us to see the agent in action. We're going to use the exact same prompt, drop it in, kick it off. And we won't necessarily wait for the prompt to fully return, but it's more about the process so you can understand what's happening in the background. So you'll notice that based on the prompt, it automatically parsed that prompt apart and said, hey, I need assets, I need incident, I need shelters, I need logistics, and I need weather. And so it's activated each one of those. It sent them the portion of the query that they need to answer, and it starts going through this various processes of searching the data sources and activating each one of those. Tells you how long it takes for each one, and then ultimately comes back and provides you the same answer that we saw in the previous screen. So with that, I will stop the recording.